Alright, thanks for pulling up to Ghana Songs TV. I'm Bright.
I'm Ray.
And I'm Chinea. And today isn't really about a headline. It's about a question a lot of Kwesi Arthur's fans have been sitting with quietly. Where does he actually go from here?
So let's ground this in his actual story, because Kwesi Arthur's catalog is deeper than people sometimes give him credit for. This is a guy who broke out in 2017 with Grind, a record so big it got a remix from Sarkodie and Medikal, which back then was basically a co-sign from two of the biggest names in the country. 2 years later, his EP Live From Nkrumah Krom Volume 2 pulled in more than 2 million streams in its first week alone. Then in 2022, he dropped his debut album, Son of Jacob, with Winning featuring Vic Mensa and Celebrate featuring Tenny. And he followed that with This Is Not the Tape 3 in 2023, plus records like Nobody with Mr. Easy. Across his whole career, he's sitting north of 200 million on-demand streams. That's not a new artist chasing a moment. That's a decade-adjacent catalog, which is exactly why the Redemption Valley tour situation hit fans the way it did. The North American leg, Boston, New York, DC, Atlanta, got postponed after he came forward about a health issue his doctors said made continuing reckless. Ro, walk them through what he actually said.
Yeah, so this wasn't a vague scheduling conflict statement, which is what artists usually hide behind. He was direct about it being health-related, and he said it was on his doctor's advice, which tells you it wasn't a close call. That's a real medical warning.
The line that stuck with me was his own words, and I'm quoting directly. "This wasn't easy, but I owe it to you, and to myself, to come back and give you the show you deserve, at full strength." And notice what he didn't do. He didn't cancel the era. He didn't go silent. London stayed on the calendar. Existing tickets stay valid for whenever the North American dates get rescheduled. And refund details are being handled for anyone who needs one. Honestly, I think that transparency is smart. Maybe smarter than he even realizes. Because artists who go quiet during a health pause usually come back to rumors filling that gap. He closed that gap himself, on his own terms.
And that's actually the bigger story for where he goes next. If you look at what people are actually searching around his name right now, it's not just his old hits. It's people typing things like Kwesi Arthur issue and Kwesi Arthur redemption, trying to understand what's going on with him specifically. That's real attention. And attention like that is an opportunity if he uses it right. My honest take? The smartest move for this next stretch isn't rushing back on stage the second he's cleared. It's using the recovery window to feed that curiosity. Behind the scenes content, a short updates video, maybe previewing new Redemption Valley material while the tour is paused. Artists who disappear during a comeback window lose momentum. Artists who let fans in, even a little, usually come back stronger, because people feel like they were part of the journey, not just watching the highlight reel.
That's a fair read. And honestly, with a catalog this consistent since 2017, he's earned the patience from his fan base to do this the right way instead of the rushed way.
Exactly. Grind Day put him on the map. But it's records like this moment, how he handles it, that decide whether an artist has staying power.
So we want to know what you think. Should Kwesi Arthur take his time and heal properly, or push to get back on stage as soon as possible? Drop it in the comments. We read all of them.
And if you want to stay on top of everything moving in Ghanaian, Nigerian, and South African music, hit subscribe. This is Ghana Songs TV. We'll catch you in the next one.